Peace, Father Divine, peace, Mother Divine, peace, family, and peace to the world at large. Today, we have a timely letter about the relationship between ethics, democracy, true Christian values, and the Constitution. Spiritualized civic ethics. It is useful to consider this letter alongside the recently posted interview on the topic, Does the End Ever Justify the Means?, in which a gentleman was concerned about the broader social effects of transgressing law. The 2nd of February, 1943, ADFD, Father Divine, writing to Mr. George B. Hansen, General Passenger Agent of the Southern Pacific Company in Los Angeles, California. My dear Mr. Hansen, your letter of the 29th, reference D-204, relative to the payment of $24.30 is appreciated. In 1936, when Mr. Daniel stole the ride from Houston to Los Angeles, for which he is now making restitution, he, as millions of other American citizens, was actually undermining the very Constitution of the United States. At that time, if you had told him he was a saboteur seeking to destroy this government more effectively than any German or Japanese saboteur, he would not have believed you. However, as the mental eyes of the people are opened to see the results of the little simple acts of dishonesty, they fear to be anything but honest. It is written, "Fear God." This does not mean to be afraid of God, but it means to fear to use the power and the energy of God unrighteously. The power of God as electricity is a blessing, but electricity, short-circuited, can electrocute a man. God created man in his own image and likeness. Consequently, man himself is a creator. Thus, the very thoughts of the mind become tangibulated in success, prosperity, health, happiness, peace, and joy, or they are materialized as poverty, sickness, lacks, wants, limitations, famines, wars, and chaos. That which is produced is a result of the thoughts of the mind. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, and that which you vividly visualize, you tend to materialize. Hence, the thoughts of dishonesty in the minds of the people have given graft and greed an inlet, even in the law-making body of this nation, to saboteur the Constitution by injecting laws in violation to it and by prohibiting the passage of laws which would ensure the enactment of our American documents on which this nation is founded. I have brought the principle of true Americanism down onto a practical, workable basis whereby every person can see the physical results of living accordingly. I have implemented democracy with action. Because the Constitution represents the principles of Christianity in government, it is impossible to violate the supreme law of the land without violating the 10 Commandments and the new commandment given by Jesus, "Love ye one another, even as I have loved you." Because the Constitution represents the principles of Christianity in government, it is impossible to violate the supreme law of the land without violating the 10 Commandments and the new commandment given by Jesus, "Love ye one another, even as I have loved you." Consequently, since I preach true Americanism, my work and mission reaches every living creature. None are exempt, for these principles which I exemplify are the laws of life governing all humanity's existence. It does not matter from which nation a person may come, or what language he may speak. Obedience to the laws of God is life, and failure to obey the laws of God is the extreme reverse to life. Since the two are synonymous, failure to obey the Constitution and its amendments is failure to obey the principles of democracy as taught by Jesus the Christ. This Americanism shall eventually evangelize all government, until every person shall have the opportunity of becoming to be even as this leaves me, as I am well, healthy, joyful, peaceful, lively, loving, successful, prosperous, and happy in spirit, body, and mind, and in every organ, muscle, sinew, joint, limb, vein, and bone, and even in every atom, fiber, and cell of my bodily form. Respectfully and sincere, I am Reverend M.J. Devine, better known as Father Devine. We thank you, Father and Mother Divine.